Good evening and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. This is Kristen and I am here with another layout share from Disney's Magic Kingdom. And tonight I gave my son the option to make my selection. You can see that we are down to one now. He decided to let our Shetland sheepdog pick, and I had all of them in here, and she nosed over here most, and over there was the Country Bear Jamboree. So that's what I did. Since Tinkerbell said so, that's what I did. So I pulled out my Mrs. Grossman's bears that I've had for a very long time. Very long time. Yeah, probably one of the oldest things in my stash, close to it. And I got a piece of paper out of my 6x6 Echo Park paper pad. It is a Remember the Magic. I am working on killing these. I had 2 of them when I started, and this is pretty much all that I have left, except for the random scraps that are in this little quart-size bag. 1 full piece from the other book. And a lot of this is actually from different paper pads, not just that Echo Park one. So I am going to use a lot of those scraps tomorrow with something I'm going to try. It is a challenge from scrapbookingwithanemarie.com to use scraps on your base page. So I took a piece of the Echo Park 12 by 12. It has red and red. It's mostly red, yellow, and red, white, and black plaid. I used that. I felt like this country jamboree was the best place to use a plaid for Disney. I also mounted this matte piece on that plaid and then on the wood grain, which is what this is matted on up here. And then I took these pictures, matted them on this off-white, trimmed a smidge, and I mean a smidge, not even a half an inch, probably a quarter inch from both, all together from both sides and the top and bottom, so that it would just have this very thin, dark reddish maroon border, which is the color of the curtains in the pictures. And then, of course, I put this mousse on here. And my bingo chip, this Admit one, and the musical notes and the piano came from a drama, I think a Jolie's sticker set. This heart in the title, it says, I love singing bears. The heart came from the Echo Park 12 by 12 sticker sheet that matches this paper. This dancing bear is also a Mrs. Grossman's that I've had for a long time, and I thought this was the perfect place to use it, because how often do you have a reason to scrapbook a dancing bear in a top hat, which is kind of like the hat this dude up here is wearing. So that is what I did here. I put a little piece of washi tape here just to give it a little color down here at the bottom. I was struggling a little with all this bareness here, even though it's really just this small piece. So I just added this here so I could write, I love singing bears, and the bears would pop out a little bit. And I did put this bow tie on here. That came from the Echo Park 12 by 12 sticker sheet as well. And that is all for this layout. So then I decided to pick, and I only had 2 things left. It was the Jungle Cruise and the People Mover. And y'all know, if you've been watching, I am daunted by the Jungle Cruise. It is the last thing that I will scrapbook, and I don't know why. It's just because I'm being cuckoo about it, I suppose. So this is the People Mover. It is a 2-page spread. And I believe I looked and you could see both pages if I do this. So let's see if I'm right. So what I did, this was supposed to be a 3-page spread, and the Country Jamboree was supposed to be 2. I narrowed the Country Jamboree to 1, and I narrowed this one down to 2. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, if I can narrow down the Jungle Cruise from 5 to 4, then I should be able to stop at 70 pages, which may fit properly with a little oomph in the binder. Fingers crossed. So what I did here, I have these really neat papers that I ordered off of Amazon. They're shiny and slick, and there's 5 different ones. So this is 3 of them. I took a 3 3/4, I don't know what you call that, tall in height, I don't know, and by 12. And so I'd leave a little gap of space between them. So I did the black, the white, and the red, and they're all the same size, 3 3/4 by 12. I matted these on the red and white to go on the black. I did not mat this because it was not the focal point, but I did want it to stand out, and with that blue, I felt like it did. And then I matted this one on just a white cardstock so that it would stand out on the red. And then I used these balloons to tie in with the ones that are over here on this. This came from a 12 by 12 cut apart, and this came from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. This also came from a 12 by 12 sticker sheet, as well as the magic over here. So then the lot of laughs and fun, the Disney memories, as well as its daughter with the mouse and this little Mickey Mouse head, all came from a Sandy Lion kit that I got at Hobby Lobby. I've used quite a bit of it. Had 10 sheets of paper and a few different types of stickers and embellishments, and a cardboard chipboard thing where you could do stenciling, and obviously I've used that for spraying blue spray. I also have these buttons that I've had a long time. You can tell because the foam on the back is yellow. I typically peel that off, or if I want it to be more dimensional, I will just put a foam square in that middle section so that it still stays oomphy off the page. So I put that down here. I have my bingo chip on each page, the map, little I don't know what you call that, the little map information about the ride, and I matted that on this red. And then I alternated these with the black, the white, and the red for their matting. That way they were not the same. They tied into this page, but it wasn't as much as it is over here. And then I also outlined all the white paper with a yellow pen, as well as the Disney memories. This came from a 12 by 12 sticker sheet from Echo Park, as well as the Smile. And these 2 borders came from a Miss Grossman's border sheet. Has a lot of borders on it. And if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen a lot of these. So here it is. And this is part of my stash. Now, I have been using these very, quite a bit on a lot of layouts, and I still have this many of them left, and there may be more down there. So I am using these so that they are getting on pages so I can see them. I thought that the polka dot worked really well. I don't know how long I've had these. This is 1997, but I think that's just when this was created. I have no idea. I do know that I've had them probably 20 years almost. I just love the way that this turned out. It's got a lot of white in there, but I feel like there is enough color to really bring that out. And the biggest focus would be for this over here, my family, and then just the fun that we had while we were on the ride. So that's the 3 layouts I have to share. And these are also little EK Success I've had since forever. I have to peel the foam off the back of those and put those down with some glue. So now that is all for tonight. Tomorrow is the first day of school here in where I live in Kentucky, and so I work in a school, and it's going to be a busy day. So I am going to bed because it is now after midnight, and I am already tired. and this is take 2 for the video. So hopefully this one was a little shorter than the last one. I talk too much, I know. So tomorrow, if I'm as exhausted as I have a feeling I'm going to be, I believe I am going to work on my map page, because I like to make a page that'll go towards the front of the book with the map and some little extra pictures that I have. And I'm going to try a new thing that was challenged to use up some scraps. And since I have this lovely bag of scraps from my Echo Park 6x6, as well as some of the 12x12, like that came from a 12x12, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and use some of that stuff up for the map page. And then the last thing I have for this book for Magic Kingdom is the Jungle Cruise. And, well, I have a lot of pictures, and so I'm hoping that I can make this work and only make 4 pages, but I don't want it to be crowded, and I'm not going to shove things on there. So I guess we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to brave that tomorrow, but I will definitely get the map done and get a page done. So I hope that you have a wonderful day tomorrow, which is Wednesday, August the 11th. And I hope that you get a chance to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.